Welcome to the Oceanography module of the Utkal Success Academy Geography video. We will explore key concepts related to the world's oceans in this section. Let's begin with a question on freshwater distribution. The largest amount of freshwater on Earth is present as polar ice and glaciers. Freshwater makes up only 2.5% to 3% of all water on Earth, with 97% being saline ocean water. The majority of global freshwater, 68.7%, is stored in glaciers and ice caps, mainly in Antarctica and Greenland. Groundwater is the largest source of liquid freshwater, accounting for 30.1%. Less than 1% is found in accessible forms like rivers, lakes, and the atmosphere. Humanity relies on less than 1% of freshwater. The largest consumer is agriculture, using 70 to 72%. Industrial use is 15 to 20%, and domestic use is 10 to 13%. Freshwater availability is declining. For India, availability is projected to fall to 1,341 cubic meters per capita by 2025, which is considered water-stressed. Let's review why other options for the largest freshwater source are incorrect. Lakes and rivers are less than 1% of total freshwater. Groundwater is the largest liquid source, but only about 30%, which is less than half of what is stored in ice. Ponds and wells represent a minute fraction of the global water supply. Next question. What is the ideal temperature for coral growth? The correct answer is 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees Celsius. Temperature is a critical factor in oceanography, as it controls the metabolic rates and distribution of marine life. Most sea animals are ectothermic, meaning their body temperature changes with the surrounding water. In warmer waters, their metabolic rate increases. Organisms are classified by temperature tolerance, with stenothermal, like corals, surviving in a narrow range, and eurothermal, like salmon, surviving in a wide range.
Ocean temperature changes have significant impacts. Coral bleaching occurs when temperatures rise by 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. Range shifting sees tropical fish move poleward, disrupting fisheries. Thermal stratification leads to warmer surface water not mixing with deep water, creating biological deserts.
Coral reefs are vital for biodiversity and marine life, serving as nurseries, supporting the food web, and acting as critical spawning grounds. They also function as coastal bioshields, absorbing wave energy, controlling erosion, and mitigating disasters like cyclones and tsunamis. Coral reefs hold major economic significance, supporting fisheries and tourism, and serving as a blue pharmacy for medicine. In India, coral reefs are found in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep, Gulf of Kutch, and Gulf of Mannar, protected by coastal regulation zone norms. Moving to our third question. Which ocean has the highest average salinity? The answer is the Atlantic Ocean. Salinity refers to the amount of dissolved salts in seawater, typically around 35 parts per thousand globally. Ocean salinity is influenced by 4 key factors. Evaporation increases salinity, while precipitation and freshwater influx from rivers decrease it. Ice formation increases salinity through brine rejection, but ice melting reduces it. Salinity is highest in the subtropical highs and lowest at the poles. The Atlantic Ocean has the highest global salinity, averaging 36 to 37 ppt, due to 3 factors. Intense evaporation in the subtropics concentrates salts. Trade winds export water vapor to the Pacific. Finally, the Atlantic has a smaller drainage basin, leading to limited freshwater runoff. Final question. Which ocean current is incorrectly matched? The Erminger Current is incorrectly matched with the North Pacific. It is actually located in the North Atlantic Ocean, flowing along the coast of Iceland. All other pairings are correct. Ocean currents are formed by winds and the Coriolis effect, causing deflection to the right in the northern hemisphere and left in the southern hemisphere. Temperature and salinity create thermohaline circulation. Finally, land masses and gyres, like the North Atlantic Gyre, block and redirect the currents. Key warm currents include the Gulf Stream, which moderates northwest European climate, and the Kuroshio Current off Japan. An example of a cold current is the California Current, flowing along the U.S. West Coast.
Let's review a past exam question. The assertion is that the Peru Desert is a cold desert, and the reason is that the Humboldt Current controls the coastal surface atmospheric conditions. Both the assertion and the reason are true, and the reason correctly explains the assertion.
Thank you for your attention and participation in this oceanography video module from Utkal Success Academy.